This is my review for Lies of P Overture. I originally played this on Game Pass back in 2023, so I figured this would be a great time to replay the game. I bought it on PS5 with the DLC, and I'm glad I did. After getting through the first half of the game, I decided to make use of the middle difficulty option to speed up the process a bit so I could get to the DLC faster. And what I found is that it actually let me play the game in a way that I enjoyed more. I'm not that big of a fan of parrying in games. I heavily prefer dodging as a primary way of playing defense in just about every game. It's one reason Sekiro is my least favorite From game, despite still loving it. One of my only hangups with Lies of P back in 2023 was that it felt like it was forcing the parrying on me. I loved that on this playthrough I managed to get around that a bit. Once I got to the DLC, got the bow and later the claws, and really committed to using agility to get around attacks, I was having even more fun than I did on the first time around. I just don't fully love the way the timing of blocking works in this game. It's not instantaneous, there's a slight delay, so you have to block slightly before you think you do, and it bothers me. Dodging was given a buff in multiple ways here, rings, the bow, etc., especially when you take slightly less damage from mess-ups due to the difficulty slider. I actually loved that all of this was implemented. The level design is one of the highlights for sure. I just love exploring in games like these, and Lies of P does it so well. The levels all have a great cadence to them. Once you feel as though you're in need of a shortcut or a new rest point, there it is. I also like the use of verticality, similar to Shadow of the Erdtree, to foreshadow the places you're going next. It's always nice to look around and seek out vantage points to chart a path forward. I loved the first setting the most, the zoo, and kind of wish it lasted longer. I was starting to think the entire DLC was going to be animal themed, and I was a bit disappointed when it wasn't. I would love more of that in a sequel. Some of the enemy designs were crazy. The bosses had some unique aspects without being too over the top. I loved the idea of a puppet and a puppet master pulling the strings literally mid-boss fight. The use of color coordination to show the player who is attacking you is a very smart idea. I don't think I've seen this done before. The weapons were really cool. Many of the new ones were really intriguing, but I stuck with the bow and later the claws. I ended up swapping back and forth between them in the final few hours and had a lot of fun with that. Versatility and agility is a very rewarding combo in this game. Again, I loved not having to rely on spamming parry constantly. Dodging, running away, managing the grindstone and other items, carefully placing my shots and slashes. It was a great dance. I love some of the quality of life enhancements as well. Being able to add currency and XP to your pool for leveling up while you're leveling up was a very welcome change I would love to see implemented in every game. This wasn't in the base game, right? I can't stand wasting time in menus. All in all, a wonderful package. I cannot wait to see what they do next. It's going to be special, I think, just like Lies of P was in the first place. Great stuff. One of the best developers around, and they're just getting started.